So, happy NFL Week 8, I believe. I wanted to do a quick lesson for my friend Kay before the Colts Jazz improvisation experiment with Sam Ehlinger starts. Tanking halfway into the season. No football commentary. About music. So I'm a fan of the Grateful Dead. And I know one of the misconception that goes around is the reason why people love to go see him is they say, well, each show's different. And from that, it's not like they play the same songs differently. They just do different sets of songs. They mix it up so you don't, you go see him Friday, Saturday, it's an entirely different show of songs. The songs do progress, and that leads musically into the reason for this. A lot of the 7-minute, 14-minute songs, that, intros and outros, and the solos are what change within this or any jazz or rock improvisation group that does have verses and chorus and bridge, and then does the soloing and jams in between. So much of that is really predicated on movement into the songs. You can build dynamics with it. When I got my first guitar way back when, I think I was 14, best friend anybody could have, Scott Westervelt, looked at me because I thought the thing was going to play itself, and he said, it's an instrument, it's a musical instrument, and so far down the line now, that is the case. You need to know the structures and how to move things around. But as you know, being a piano player and having a little musical background or not, it's you're just walking down the line of notes, and those lines run, at different tones to make up for the chord structures, and that's what we've been explaining. That's what the Caged system is. You can watch any video on YouTube about Caged, and you'll find people that can explain that so much better than I can. They'll have charts, diagrams, graphs, all that good stuff. With walks, there's a couple songs that just kind of focus on, or bits of songs, but like to go into C, you can start with a G note, open A, B, C, and then play the chord, G, A, B, C, and it's a C, and that's, doesn't have any sharps or flats, it has a key. That may be, getting out of there, but anyway, so those are all just whole notes, G, A, B, C. Another, good example of a walk, that there's a Bob Dylan song, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, and with C, when you're walking in, you're going C into F, pardon me. You start on the C note and do that same pattern. So now we're doing C, open D, E, F. You can play that chord down there. You can bridge that up here. F back, walking it up. F sharp, G. G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, baby tonight, back to F. It's 4 chords. It's just changing chords with those walks. So F, like I say, I walk into that F, I can, from C, which is part of that bar chord and is part of, the F chord formation, that note. C, D, E, F. And I can even do this down here in this way. Hit off that bass note. That's an F down there as well. F sharp with the chord to G. Now I can take it back that way So you're going to find these natural walks and these chord progressions that exist. You know, that one's with F, G, B flat, and C. You know, or if you're doing it with, you know, with the finger up there on the pinky. Baby tonight. Yeah. Another one is Mean Mr. Mustard. It's in E7, so I'm using the E bass note down here, playing it here. You know, the same thing would be here. Just to hopefully illustrate the walk points a little bit easier. So when I'm changing here, you know, and right above me, right, you know, on that E, there's B right there. Got those just inherent in your little scale runs are the notes that you're going to use for these walks. But this one, you know, you're going to it goes to a B7. I'm sorry, I lost it there. But the point being is now on the chord, on the note, I can walk that up to D. D, C sharp, C, B7. Because the dynamics and the instrumentation you do there, it gives you build, it gives you tension. You know, you have an incredible voice to where you can emote with your voice and also use those things to really play off. You know, there's, you know, Taj Mahal that I haven't listened to a whole lot, but boy, I love him. I mean, he's got the voice that he can take it and do it with the instrument. Elizabeth Cotten from, you know, over 100 some years ago, you know, is a person that does that too. We're not only musically with the instrument, but, you know, with the dynamics that she can get out of that, also with her voice. You know, you're an ace then, and obviously you are. So, you know, it's the basic stuff, but it's really just going to be the builds off of that. You know, that's where a lot of your intros, that's where your outros are lying in those walks. It builds the tension. You know, you'll find it in blues. You'll find it, you know, at just different intervals. And as you start to do that, to figure out how to lead in and out of chords, you're going to find that's, you know, there's a lot of, you know, the musical interaction that you're hearing, you know, at least in, you know, popular rock songs and stuff through the years, is off of that. And it's, I mean, you can get back really to the call and response, a lot of which is like hip hop, and that was, you know, original sort of music. So it's, you know, it's really full circle. I like a little bit more meat and bones than just that more often, but that's why I suck at writing choruses and, you know, any sort of decent song. But you know, if you want to just find that, and I'll get you some charts, because, you know, you can do it, you know, in the open position, like I say, from G, A, B to your C chord. You can do that same thing from C, D, you know, open D, B, you know, into the. See, I think that's, you know, I Walk the Line, basically, or a good part of a Johnny Cash song, just with those walks. You know, country, like, again, you know, blues is going to do that. You're going to just find it, you know, at different intervals. You know, heard that for 100 years almost. So, real good things, because, you know, those are the things that really, you know, that you're getting your builds out of. You're building, then you're able to bring it down and play quieter, with the dynamic of the instrument, and that's just going to really set up the ear. You know, it's going to be, again, all over music that you're going to learn, music that you write and integrate, just moving into and out of the chords, and you'll start to see the familiarity with that, and, you know, that's going to build your ear. That's going to build what you're doing within the, you know, the 4 fret zones. You know, here's the same thing. I'm A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know, so. So I'm just going from an A, B, C walk to a D7, and then D back to D, C, B, A7. But you can hear that bum 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 bum. So you walk it up, walk it back down. You know, that's in those note zones, clusters, anything you can hit, that musical relationship is going to be huge. So, you know, I'll try and find a couple tabs on that can really show, you know, the most common keys and the most common things, you know, to get those to you, because when you get that position and those things, you know, you really, you know, now you get your verse chords, you get your bridge chords, and your verses, and you play that. Now you start looking at some of the soloing pieces, and you're going to find that I mean, that's really just a lot of mixing up of all the other techniques and things that you're doing on the instrument, and then just really kind of getting crazy with it. And again, that's the part that I'm working on getting to. But getting up to that point, these things are extremely valuable. Have a great day.